I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, g'day, Stu here from UAVfutures. That's a little bit embarrassing actually. Anyway, g'day, Stu here from UAVfutures, and today, well, something a little bit special, and this is going straight back to you guys because I know I get a lot of support out there and you guys have been fantastic, and this is actually a question from you. One of my supporters, I don't know if it was on Patreon or YouTube, but I got this message and it was about, can you please give a little bit more detail on how a whip antenna performs? And I gotta say, I'm really impressed in how whip antennas have been going. There's been a big move, a big shift away from them, but I definitely think if you're, this might be a little bit of a secret actually, but I definitely think there might be a shift in the meta, I guess, of building a racing quad from away from those heavier sort of antennas, the clover leafs with the sort of capsules on the top, and moving to something like this, because this whip antenna, like this one in the back of the Atom here, this is less than 1 gram, and if we compare that to the Triumph antenna it came with, that is 14 grams, so a massive weight saving, especially if you're into racing, because we all know every single gram counts. Anyway, this isn't a big comparison, or this isn't a scientific test or anything like that. All I'm going to do is show you some footage of the Atom thrashing around. We're in the bush, and I'll just let you judge for yourself, but it is using a whip antenna. So a lot of people think they're totally rubbish, but don't write them off because you might be pleasantly surprised. Anyway, I'm going to roll the footage. Thanks so much for the suggestion from the viewer that came from. Subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying! Whip it real good. I don't know. Rightio, so here it is here, and this is probably like the only sunny day we've had in about the past month, but I've got to say, the performance of this antenna is pretty amazing. So look, I'm not going too far or anything, but I think it is absolutely fantastic, just on this little short course here, but I'm pretty much getting a virtually zero static, so definitely very impressive. And I think there's also got to be a shift away from those heavier antennas, and as we push more and more into racing, I think a lot of things are going to change, like those big heavy SMA and RP SMA connectors. So definitely something we should be looking into. Anyway, I'm going to let you judge the footage for yourself, but subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying! Well, there is actually a little bit of static. At the end of this video, I have a bit of a crash and it jettisoned the battery, so that is why we get a lot of static at the end. Anyway, happy flying!